I know that unless God has called a human being to be saved, that he won't be, or her, man or woman, either one. I know that it's necessary to put out these truths, broadcast them, spread the seed, the word, as far as possible, to everyone possible. Then certain ones will hear and understand. Certain ones will get a taste of that water we talked about earlier, and they'll say, this is different from the sand. I thought that sand was water, but now that I've had my first taste of water, I see that this is water, and how foolish I was to call sand water. No wonder I was thirsty. And I know that a certain number of people, a certain small percentage of people, who hear what we're talking about here in these classes, a certain percentage will taste water. Just 1 teaspoon at first is enough, because you can then see the difference between a teaspoon of water and a teaspoon of sand. You can see the difference. I know that truth, God, will lead a certain number of people to where the water starts to flow, and they will actually take it and drink it. Others will look at it and call it sand. Most so-called Christians, devils, will look at the water and call it sand. A certain number of people, and this is all very personal to all of you here in this room tonight. What do you think about what's going on here? I see 2 or 3 new faces for some new people. What do you think that's going on here? I'll tell you what's going on. I'll tell you that you've heard the pure truth here tonight. What are you going to do with it? But I also know, for the 3rd time, I'm very glad that I don't have the responsibility for saving any one of you. I know that according to what God has decreed, to put it that way, some of you here in this room will go out of here and forget what you've heard. No, you won't forget it. It's too late for that. It'll be back in your mind somewhere for the rest of your life. Every one of you in this room, you'll never forget what you've heard here tonight. You'll try, but you won't succeed because you've heard the truth and it'll nag you. In that case, you only have one choice, but to come back, either with books or tapes or here personally, and begin to hear the truth that could set you free from your present wretched, miserable, hateful life, which you'd like to get rid of, but you don't know how, and so you just hate it. How stupid, you just hate when you can change something. Good night.